Hello, superchargers. I have a question for you. Do you ever wonder how to best prioritize your priorities and manage your expectations in the process? Well, if you want to know the answer to that, I invite you to stay tuned as we supercharge into this topic today. So, welcome back to another Momentum Monday with me, Emily McHugh, as we supercharge with Emily today. And we're getting into the topic of priorities. That is the focus of June. And in our Supercharge Club this month, that's the topic we're really delving into: how to deal with your priorities, how to prioritize your priorities. And a lot of people have this problem. And we're going to discuss today why that is so and just jump right into this. What does it mean to have priority panic and managing your expectations? So, I had found that I had written about this concept of priority panic in my book on page 279 in the Little Girl's Guide to Entrepreneurship, right here. And I wrote, when it comes to your schedule, you have to get a bit ruthless when you find yourself in priority panic, which really means not knowing what to prioritize first. So I suggest that you stop what you're doing, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths and put things back into perspective. And I proceed to give some tips on what people could do: take a walk, change the scenery, just do a different activity. And so this is pretty vital to just keep things in check. So, what tends to happen when we panic with our priorities? We have too many priorities, and as a result, we can't manage them all. So, the first step in the process is managing your expectations. So, for the next few weeks, I'm going to be sharing 104 tips, a key tip each week on this. And as I mentioned before, this is something we're working through in our Supercharge Club curriculum. And this month, we're focusing on priorities because this is the time to pull it all together. Like, what is important to you? All right, so our focus today, again, is about expectations, specifically how to manage them, and really asking yourself this question: do I really have the time to execute my goals? Do I have the time to execute my goals? That is a question you need to ask yourself. Okay? Because if the answer is you're not sure, then you need to get sure. So I want to encourage you to take the time to really think about whether you are managing your expectations well. So let's discuss this a little bit. So having the time to execute your goals. So many times at the beginning of the year or whenever in the year you decide to make a goal, a lot of people, they'll pick a goal and they'll say, that's my goal. But do they take the time to really assess how much time it takes to bring that goal to fruition? Do they really assess uh, their calendar, their schedule? Do they really have the time to make this happen? Or are they being realistic about the expectations of the time that it will take? So that's the other part of it. So keeping some sense of reality here with what you want to achieve. You might say, I want to train to be in the Olympics. The Olympics is next year, and I barely know how to do the thing I want to do. Well, is it realistic that in a year you're going to be able to make the Olympics? Highly unlikely. So, because most people who are in the Olympics, they've been training either their whole lives or for many, 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 many years. And so, by time the Olympics comes, they're ready. And the question is, if you set a goal that is cannot be attained within a certain time frame, you're really setting yourself up for, well, calamity and disappointment, really. And so, what tends to happen is we try to put too much on our plates because we have these ultra ambitions of ourselves and a lot of visions of grandeur, or things we feel we have to achieve in a very small time frame, and that's where we get lost. Now, I'm the first one to tell you to be ambitious. I'm the first one to tell you to shoot for the stars, but I'm also going to be the first one to tell you, do you have the time to do it? I mean, that's really the bottom line. Do you have the time? Do you have the time? And if you don't, let's get real about what time does it take. Does it take me 2 years to do it versus one? Will it take me 3 years to do it? Can I do it in 3 months? Can I do it in 3 weeks? I want you to ask yourself these questions, because this is how you actually achieve what you want in a more manageable way, in the supercharged way, where we balance the time and the energy without burning out ourselves in the process. Because if you don't have the energy to do it, then what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? So we want to know how to conserve our energies and make it in such a way that you can do it in an enjoyable manner. So to just wrap up this concept today, I want to challenge you to take a step back and think about what are some of the goals that you have that you want to accomplish this year. We're halfway through the year. With the time that we have left, what do you feel you truly can do? And what will it take to do it? And take that goal and break down how many hours you would have to dedicate to achieving that throughout the next 6 months, and then divide those 6 months into six to get what the monthly amount of hours would be, and then into 4 or 5 to get the weekly hours, and then potentially the daily hours. That way you have a very realistic sense when you go to do your planning, you put things on your calendar and on your agenda, exactly what to expect, what you truly can do, and understand what it takes. So that's really what I'm encouraging you to do today. Just take a step back, think about it, and you'll have a better sense of what is necessary. Okay? So next week we're going to talk about relevance, the relevance of your priorities and to the goals that you have. So that's another really important one. So I want you to come back next time for us as we discuss that. But in the meantime, I have some news to share with you. I have some news to share. Where's my news? Are you ready for the news I have to share? Yay! Okay. So some people in this process of deciding on their priorities could use some guidance, accountability, and company, because the entrepreneurial journey, as we know, can be kind of lonely. It can be a little bit unwieldy at times, just because people don't know what to expect from the entrepreneurial journey. So they can sometimes get a little lost or even discouraged with the process, or not quite sure how to prioritize their priorities. So I have some solutions for that. And as you know, I have one that you're probably already familiar with, which of course is the Supercharge Club, which I encourage you to check out at thesuperchargeclub.com. And where we have our planning system and our workbook and our journal, and we have accountability and a vibrant community to help support you along your journey. But if you find you need even more support to work on your specific business, I'm happy to let you know that we're launching. Hello, we need a drum roll for this. We are launching actually the Supercharge CEO. Yes, very, very exciting. Yes, it's very exciting. The Supercharge CEO founding member launch. And it's a group coaching program. And it's really all about taking you and your business to that next level, the next proverbial level, and going further down the road and spending more time focusing on not just your business itself, but the decisions that you make. So, your business strategy, business systems, and yourself. Self care for you as the entrepreneur, because many times we're so focused on what we want to do in our business that we forget to take care of ourselves, forgetting that how we show up as individuals is probably the most important thing for the success and longevity of your business. And that's a lesson that many entrepreneurs have learned the hard way, including myself. Hence, I'm here to testify to you and encourage you to understand how important and how valuable this whole supercharged process. And it's not just about go, 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 it's about keeping things in perspective. And that goes back to what we were saying originally about keeping your priorities in perspective and so forth. So if you want to supercharge with us and participate in the group coaching, I invite you to sign up on the link that I'll have in the description below. Just drop in your email and I will send you the Zoom link. We're going to meet June 6th, 2023, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. And this is to accommodate people who may have 9 to 5 jobs and they want time to work on their business that they're starting or launching or growing and have that time. So I'm going to be doing that um, in the evenings, and I will possibly open up another slot to accommodate other time zones as well as this continues to grow. But for the time being, that's what it is. And it's only $27 a month for the beta price, people. That's the beta price. It will not be this low again. It will be a very limited time offer for to take advantage of this. And the month of June is really that time. So I encourage you, if you've been thinking about focusing more seriously on your business, this is an amazing opportunity to do so in a community where we will actually focus on what your specific issue is. That is the goal of the Supercharged CEO. And yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So definitely sign up for that. So I want to thank you all again for being with me for another Momentum Monday and Supercharge with Emily. And make sure to do what you need to do. Subscribe, like, share. It's really important that you engage with the post. Let us know what resonates with you, what is helpful to you. Just drop a comment. Let us know something that stood out for you. And we look forward to seeing you next time. So in the meantime, stay supercharged and come to the supercharged.